We just moved out of the storage. I had to get
Yeah, we just moved out of storage.
on the 21st, so I got
So
these
it's like,
boxes.
we just, yeah, so it's all.
So just, you gotta look over that because
Oh, yeah, we just did it all
we got the
yesterday.
attic that we
It's
can
chaos,
store
hey.
everything.
Thanks. I cut it all off, yeah. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
It really does.
Thanks, yeah, it was, so that's, it's a crazy, yeah, everything's out of storage, so it's crazy.
I gotta go clean up the job on that.
Okay, no problem.
Well, if you need anything, let me know now.
What did I do with those papers?
No, it's fine.
You alright?
No, it's fine.
We were just talking about this girl. That's, oh, the bed.
Yeah, dude, it's great,
Why can't Anita come? Why can't she? She's no longer doing the visit.
it's crazy, it's like really crazy, I mean, she's like this the whole time.
She's right here.
She's like this the whole time.
We're
the
eating,
whole time.
and she's
like
when
breathing
she
down
goes
my neck.
Sit down, Jessica, sit down.
Do you wanna sit down?
No, it's okay. And
Like, and like I had to like move her, like I had literally had to step in between her,
and then
like just to
Mason-
get some space.
you know
like,
how Mason is. He started going, and I'm going, and she's running after him with me. I mean, like she's really
like it's just too much.
my.
It's way
She's
too
like
much.
my wallet.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Can
Yeah.
we sit down?
Go, sit down.
Yeah, let me move this
I
thing over here.
All right.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
good work. Good to see you.
Let me move this over here. Yeah, you guys sit over.
Yeah. Hi, you guys.
Here, wait, here, take this, and then there's one seat over here.
We can sit right here. Yeah,
And then
come
there's
on.
here. Here, one here.
That's fine.
Okay, here, wait. Sorry, guys. Okay. Well, here. Okay. How are we going to do it?
Why don't you sit here and then me and Bert will sit right here on the couch?
Here, there's
a
one.
hot seat.
It's fine. Here, it's fine. Here, and there's another seat, and there's a seat right here.
All right, where do you want to sit?
I'll sit right here. I'll sit right here. Okay. So, all right. Let me get you some papers too.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So it's just so the visits, like today's visit just sucks. It's just really like whack. It was just the whole thing's whack. The whole entire visit was just, you see some for 1 day a week, and it's just like you want to, look. I understand like your positions, like you know what I mean. But it's literally it's ridiculous. Like I mean it's really beyond anal. Like it's just,
Well, let me talk to you about some things about the visit. So, the visits are from 1 to 3.
Right.
At 3 o'clock, Mason needs to be in the car.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay? And I know that Sharon and Joanna asked you not to curse.
This is what happened today. Okay, we were in the thing. All right, we were in the elevator. All right, we were in the elevator. Looks like what happened to Mason? What happened to Mason?
No, when he
But-
was outside,
but
he
what
fell
did
on
he-
the curb.
Like how though? Like I don't understand. Like it looks like there's handprint. It looks like there's 2 fingerprints on his. Listen, my son has had that scooter, right? Let me tell you something. Okay, that kid is hitting on the sidewalk where it comes up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and the thing is stopped like dead, like, and he's not. You know what I mean? Like I mean, it's gone face down as fast as he was going. Okay, like taking some pretty bad wipeouts. All right, his face has never looked like that. He's never looked like that. And I just think it's like, okay, you got the big lip, I get that, okay? But then what are these 2 things over here? There's 2 things over, it's 2 bruises. That's what concerns me. You know what I mean? I mean, like I understand he's 3 years old and he's, he runs and that's what boys do, but it's beyond just the fat lip and this, and it's the 3rd week he's now sick, okay?
Well, he has ear infection. He has allergies.
Well, if this is the 3rd, yeah, but like, okay, so it was this week, okay?
Yeah.
Last week was in Long Branch, and the week before was in Shark River. Okay. Shark River, okay? He was like very congested. He was sick. He was congested. His nose was running. Now this is going on almost a month that he still has a respiratory infection. Okay, so
He doesn't have respiratory infection.
well, what is it called then?
He has allergies. What I'm telling you, he's been to the doctor and he was just there because they found out that he had an ear infection.
Okay, but when you're spitting out green stuff and green stuff is coming out of your
When
nose
was he spitting up green stuff?
at Shark River, it was
Did
like
you tell John or anybody about this?
yeah, we had him to go look at the nurse. Like he wasn't spitting out green stuff, but
He
it was
didn't
like
go to the nurse
He
after
had
Shark River.
mucus.
he had mucus exactly.
But
Yeah,
that's
he went.
very
He did go.
common, Jessica. That's speaking from someone that suffers from allergies. And I know it's hard to see a young
okay,
boy.
I'm
It's
listening.
very, very common
Okay.
that when allergies get bad,
Okay.
that it's gonna turn into something like an ear infection,
Okay,
and
I
that's
get-
because of the mucus.
No, and I understand like they get ear infections and stuff
Yeah.
like that. My concern is this is it's a third week. You know what I mean? And third week going on to fourth week. That's just where my concern is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna write some of this stuff down too. Sorry. And let me see. Organized chaos. All right. So, all right. So he hit himself on a curb. Is that what you're saying? On a curb. Okay. Do you know when that was?
That was yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay. It's the 22nd. Okay. All right. And so sinuses, allergies.
Allergies,
What
yeah.
type was so just like the pollen, just regular.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what kind
allergies.
what kind of medication is he on?
He's on Claritin.
Oh,
and
Claritin.
he's a nebulizer.
What's a nebulizer is what?
It's kind of like the mask that they do, like when your breathing is really bad. So it's like that, kind of like it breathes. That's like
It opens.
Yeah, yeah. So
sinuses.
okay, like almost like when you have asthma as well.
No.
It can be used for asthma.
Like I remember when
but
I
it's
had
not
asthma when I was younger. They
Yes, but he doesn't have asthma.
no,
but
I
it's
know
a
it.
similar
But
kind of
similar sort
treatment.
of. But that's what I'm asking. Right. Okay.
Nebulizer.
Okay. Okay, and a nebulizer, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And is there any steroids being used with that, or like, no? I'm so sorry. I'm going right back to the asthma. So, and what's in the the nebulizer is just for like oxygen, or like what is?
I would have to give you the nurse. You can call the nurse.
Okay.
Her name is Monica. I
Right,
can't
does
say
it
which
generally if you're breathing
nebulizer.
something in, right? Is that am I wrong?
I don't want to
No,
tell you because
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Again, I'm not a medical
Okay.
professional, but I've used one, and whatever it does is that you feel it opens up your
Okay.
sinuses.
All right. Nebulizer. All right, and
So, but I want you to write down that what I'm telling you is that regardless of today and what's been going on, but we have had issues when you have come in with Mason during the visit.
like what?
As in, like, when you're upset and then you become very loud. And
I don't
then
become very
there's
loud.
this-
I'm just.
You do, Jessica.
Well,
do
you know,
become
listen.
loud.
Okay,
But let me finish.
what?
Jeff,
In
I'm
what?
not finished talking though, so let me finish what I'm saying
Okay.
first, okay?
Go for it.
Now, if this continues to happen, we will cut the visit short. We will end the visit.
So you're telling me because I got upset because my son has a fat lip and I wanted to know what was going on, and then I had an evasive answer, right? That I'm in the wrong for that, right? And then I have some woman who I don't have no idea who she is, okay, telling me what to say and how to act.
Yes, I'm telling
Okay,
you. If you
like who?
curse,
Like
if
who
you're
are you?
cursing-
Like, isn't she
Jessica,
there to watch my son and make sure that he's not?
Jessica, what I'm telling you
Okay.
is, if you're cursing and you're
I'd
making
say it's not.
embarrassed-
It wasn't on purpose. It wasn't out of It wasn't.
Okay,
It wasn't
so
malicious.
That's
Okay.
fine.
So
That's
so
fine. But
then
what I'm
what's?
telling you, in the future, if
I
this
got
happens,
the
we'll cut
memo.
the visit short.
I got the memo. But
Okay.
but it was. You, do you understand what I'm saying? Like it was. It's like you're like I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna be quiet now because it's amazing. That's amazing. It's amazing. All right. So now let's talk about his father.
No, I'm not ready to talk about father. I'm going to talk about you first.
Oh,
then
let's
we'll
talk about
his
me.
father.
So,
What have you, like I told you on the phone, we got your ACS record from when you were in New York and
Yeah.
that accident occurred. Now they recommended you to several different treatments.
no,
Did
they
you
listen.
complete
Listen.
those?
They never look.
They did.
They closed the case. Okay. No, I spoke to Asia. Okay. Asia was the woman who the ACS worker who came in after the domestic violence issue. Okay. And they did their investigation. It was Asia Sharon, okay, who was from like another agency, okay, and then Asia stopped coming, and then Sharon started coming, okay, and Sharon was there just like to see Mason. She was there for like, you know, she would come in for like an hour a day, like an hour, like twice a week, okay, but in the beginning, okay, when all this stuff happened, I was the one who called 911, okay, I was the one, you know, like I can understand why domestic violence happens, like I get it, you know what I mean, like I get it at this point, because who the hell wants to go through that again? You know what I mean? So now, I'm just being as very open as possible, okay? So, like, I'm sitting here, like, you know, very naive and signing things, okay? And, like, I felt like there was a miscommunication or Asia was like, this, I remember her saying, she was like, well, I'm going to be really busy, but I'm going to have another social worker take over for me, okay? She goes, if you can sign a release form, okay? She goes, that, you know, that can be, and then Sharon was standing right there, and I said, yeah, sure, no, you know, sign a release form. And the release form, okay, which, like, you know, now I know to, like, take a look at everything and not to sign anything, you know what I mean? Like, the release form was to have this woman come to my house for a year, twice a day, every single week for the next year, okay? Okay, now, Asia, like, I was already in a program, okay? I went to a program 6 days a week. Hello, you know what I mean? I had a counselor 6 days a week. Nana, she was over it. I was on methadone at the time. So what do I need to go? I've never been in trouble for, like, before Mason was even born. Okay, like I put myself into therapy. I never hit a rock bottom. Okay, it was never like that was never my life. Okay, it was just like I haven't like, you know, I just never wanted to be at that point. Do you understand what I mean? Like, let's just take care of it before any of that stuff happens. I've never been arrested for drugs. I've never been court ordered to go to a program. That's never been.
Well, now you are.
What do you mean now I am?
Now you are. When we went to court, the judge said that you need to comply with the recommendation.
And I am. I'm going. I go 3 days a week.
Where?
I mean, I don't go 3 days a week. I go
every 10 days.
I go every 10. And you're telling me I have to go every 7 days.
That's not true.
Well, what's the difference between every 7 days and every 10 days?
Even based off of what the ACS record, they recommended in the
and they closed the case and they found it unfounded.
No, the case
yes,
was not
they did.
unfounded.
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
No.
Yeah. Let me
show
look
it to me.
I'll show no problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. Okay. Oh. Okay, listen. So, you. They closed the case. They did close the case, and then.
What I'm asking you is, did you complete?
They never had me go. I went to a program 6 days a week. What? I don't get what you're like.
Because I have the record, and they did refer you to several.
They didn't refer. Listen, she gave me a piece of paper written down on a, you know, like this. You know, she says, listen, you know, if you want to, here's, you know, some things, and look into it. I said, you know, I'm probably not going to do that because I already go to a program. It wasn't saying you need to comply with these or anything like that. It was nothing like that. Okay.
But based off the record.
Based off these records.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I'm getting it right now. Okay, and I wouldn't, you know, honestly, these records, you know, there's not much, you know, anybody can say anything. It's amazing, and it can go down as your record. That's amazing. That's amazing right here. Dear Jessica Seaman, recently we have notified you of the existing report of a suspected child abuse and maltreatment under the case ID. The original notification explained that the matter was under investigation. We now can inform you that as a result of the assessment made by the local Child Protective Services, no credible evidence was found to believe that the children or child had been abused or maltreated. Therefore, this report has been determined unfounded. Okay, unfounded.
Can I see it?
Absolutely, my pleasure. Okay, unfounded. Okay, and when I when I had moved, okay, they said either if you're gonna stay here, like they're gonna close the case. Yes.
Can I? No.
Okay.
What unfounded means is that, you know, Yeah, I don't know how New York is, but I'm going to tell you about
This
New
is
Jersey.
New Jersey, actually. This is New Jersey.
Well, I'm not talking about New York. I'm talking about the New York record. I'm talking about the New York record. I'm not talking about New Jersey.
New Jersey, New York's closed. New York, it is too,
Jessica,
dude.
But Jessica, what I was asking you, I asked you, did you comply with the recommendations?
There was nothing to comply with.
There was.
No, there wasn't.
There was.
No, okay, you're going to tell me how my case was.
I am, because I have the record.
But your record doesn't mean anything to me right now.
It
Because
does.
your record is fucking slander. That's what it means to me.
No, I'm not talking about my record. I'm talking about New York's record.
In New York's record, why would they give me this? Okay, why,
You
it was
just said this
closed.
was from New Jersey.
It is from New Jersey because I moved from New York to New Jersey. Look at the date.
But unfounded doesn't mean that your case is closed. Unfounded means that you weren't found guilty of maltreatment or abuse.
Okay, do you want me to get you messages
That's
right
what
now?
unfounded-
Them closing the case? No, I want you to because you know. No, I would like you to because you know why? Because it's like I have them and they're like, "Hi, Jessica Seaman. This is Mr. Child from ACS. Hi, this is Thursday and we're just trying to get this we're just trying to get your case closed."
Jessica, all I'm trying to say to you
But-
is, what I'm trying to say to you is,
You're bringing something back 2 years ago.
I wanted to know if you completed.
There was nothing to complete.
No,
No, don't
you
put
did
no
not
because
complete
there
it.
was nothing to complete. Don't put no because there was nothing to complete.
There was something to complete.
No, show me it. You need
There
to
was
show it to
something to
then show it to
complete.
me. Then you need to show it to me.
I can't show you the record, but there was something to complete.
You can't show it to me?
No.
Oh, well, that's
There
that's
was
gonna
something to complete.
no,
So you did-
no. Don't put that. Don't put that because that's not truth right now. What you're putting,
You don't
Don't-
even know what I'm putting.
you're putting that I didn't complete something that I never was given
Nothing
to complete.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Nothing to complete.
Thank you.
And what I'm telling you, what I'm trying to talk to you about right now is that Dr. Grabenko is not the level of treatment that was recommended based off of when you
I
came into
wasn't even on
Project Free.
Suboxone then. What are you talking about? This
Well,
is not even
Jessica,
relevant.
We're
I was
talking
on
about now. We're talking about right now. You going to Dr. Grabenko every 10 days is not the level of treatment that was recommended
What
when you
treat-
came. When you did you did a substance evaluation at Preferred Children's Service at our office, correct?
Right.
And remember, they referred you to Project Free, which is outpatient. They referred you there, and you said no. You
Yeah,
wanted to
I
get
want
your
to
own-
speak to my attorney, right? Because I just think it's interesting that I'm over at the
Let me
doctor's.
just- can you
Okay.
please finish? You said no. You wanted to get your own. You were gonna get your own treatment.
I go there. We sit there. We sit there for like almost like literally. I'm there. He asked me a whole bunch of questions for the week, like this week. What's going on with your case? Who have you been with? What's going on with your treatment? Like he wants to know a whole like it's not. It's more like it's not like here's your script. It's a whole like it's how have you been feeling? Have you been feeling like it's like he wants to know like the psychological thoughts of and it's not just like I'm going in and out. It's I'm there with them for like almost 40 minutes.
Michelle, can I just interject and say one thing? Okay. You want Mason back, right?
Right.
Of course. We want, and I know it's hard for you to believe, we want more than anything for Mason to be back with you.
Mm-hmm.
The judge is the one that is going to make the final decision. So let's talk about now and how we're going to get Mason home.
Okay.
Now, today, the court order says that you need to comply with our recommendations. And what we recommended was you need to go into
It's intensive outpatient.
Right. But that's, I know, but
Like,
that's what the judge is going to want to see. That's really what it comes down to. We can argue back and forth.
I'm not trying to argue with you
I
guys.
know.
It's just like you know what I mean. Like
But-
I'm on Suboxone now. Okay, like Suboxone is like an anti like basically like
We know-
my foot
we
got
know
broke.
what
Okay,
it
like
is.
you can only take aspirin for it. They
Right.
mean like you know what I
We
mean.
know what that is.
Okay, so it's like I'm like further down here. It's like this is all like this is my choice. This is my treatment. This is what I'm. You know what I mean? And I understand what you guys are
But
saying.
because the court is involved, you know yourself best. And if you had Mason, you can do whatever kind of drug treatment you want. We have no right to tell you what to do, but we're telling you that for Mason's sake, the judge wants
So
to
then,
see you be in treatment.
how many days do I have to go a week then?
I need you to come back and do another substance evaluation.
Okay, that's fine.
So
Okay.
you're going to come back and do another substance evaluation?
Yeah.
And then after that, Preferred will tell you. They'll recommend you
Okay,
somewhere.
that's
I
fine.
don't want to tell you how many days.
That's
'cause I
fine.
don't know. They make
That's
that
fine.
decision.
That's fine.
So I'm
That's
going to
fine.
put in for another one, okay?
Yeah, it's no problem.
What
no problem.
days are best for you to come in?
Let's do let's just do Thursdays, I guess. Let's just do Thursday.
So you want to do Thursday, maybe
Let me-
before?
Yeah, I guess.
Before,
Or
before the
yeah,
visit?
yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Or Friday, Thursday or Friday. Thursday.
Okay, now I know that you work in
I
Brooklyn,
get
right?
no. I work in the city, and now I've been
Will
putting in
that
extra
be-
days.
Will it be a problem commuting to complete?
Yeah, it's 2 hours there, 2 hours back, 2 hours there, 2 hours.
So
and it's like,
something to bring up to
Yeah.
Preferred is perhaps they can look into drug treatment in New York.
okay,
that-
we work something. Yeah, right.
That's something that you need to put forward to
Okay,
them. But no
all right.
matter what, Jessica, you have to do it. Even if they tell you when it comes to Mason that the
No,
drug
listen,
treatment,
okay.
let me just finish this, that the drug treatment's going to be you doing 10 jumping jacks a day.
Right,
You
just
want
do it,
Mason
just-
back, we want to give him back to you, just do it. Hands down. And then you decide, once Mason is back home with you, you have a side of your life, you decide what kind of care you want for yourself. No one's going to tell you what kind of care you want. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm just keeping it real with you.
No, I got you. Listen, I got what you said. Listen, I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So next Thursday, right?
No, not. I don't want to say next Thursday because I don't know how their schedule is.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put it in as soon as I
All right,
find out.
Thursday or Friday?
Thursday
right?
or
Let's,
Friday?
Yeah, let's do it Thursday or
Okay.
Friday. All right, so.
Now there is something else that I want you to. Just that I know that this is really hard. You're going through a tough time. Mason's not here.
Just shoot it. Just get it out.
You did get your hair follicle results back.
What?
It's a 90-day, so it's 90-day prior from the date that you took it. It tested positive for amphetamines and meth.
Would it be from the Adderall?
Amphetamines, that is Adderall.
Yeah, Adderall.
But the
Mhm.
meth is what I'm concerned about.
No, it would just be like literally. It's just I don't even like.
It goes back 90 days.
90 days. So I need to know.
So
So
is there
that's
any
3
way? Like, is there? I don't
It's
know.
3 months. It is a long time.
Is that like? I don't know. Like I don't know. I take the Adderalls. That's. Like I'm just, you know what I mean? I mean, those
So
are.
I really want you to be, you could be honest. So there's no.
Girl, like those are good. You know what I mean? I mean, like Adderalls are pretty, like they're kind of like, you know. In fact, I even asked the doctor to like bring me down on the dose. Like he was giving me like 2 pills a day, and now he's like I've asked him to bring me down to just 1 pill a day. So
what milligram are you taking?
30 milligrams.
30?
Yeah. So, you know,
Sorry, Jessica.
it's all right. The fan's right there if you want to switch it around. It's nice and cozy in here, right?
Huh? It is cozy.
Yeah, maybe it's just a warmer piece of furniture.
No.
Okay. So. When's the last time you saw Dr. Grabenko?
Was it yesterday? Yesterday.
Okay. How have you been doing? Like,
Fine.
working in New York, coming back here, going back and forth, how everything been?
I don't really come back here. Like I come,
You stay in the city?
I stay in the city and I come back on Wednesday night. I get to take the 1 o'clock train
Okay.
in the morning, and
That's
then
a lot.
I get here at 3, and then I'm here, and then I'll go back. You know,
How's work?
it's just, you know, busy.
And you're still working at the social club?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I know you want to talk about a mill. So,
Okay, I just wanted this on record, okay? Okay, this is not an isolated incident, but I'm going to give you right now, okay? Thank God I use Google Voice. It's 3 years of our relationship, okay? And I, like, you can just look it over, okay? And then you can see it's not just one thing, it's a pattern, okay? And you have to believe me, it has nothing to do with me, okay? There's nothing emotionally involved right now. Really, it's the best thing for Mason, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you, it didn't really take me a long time to really make the decision. It wasn't like I lost sleep over it. It wasn't like it was like a very, I don't even, this thing with his face is giving me anxiety. Him up there with a meal, I think literally, I think I'll have like ulcers. I mean, it just, I have him, I
I have all the emails and the voice recordings.
did you hear any of them?
Now, the voice recordings, because have you ever seen my state phone?
Yeah, they're
you
fucked
seen
up,
it?
man.
Yeah, so
There's-
I
I
can't
can't
hear the
that's
voice.
from the dinosaur year.
Okay, so
Right.
listen, the voice recordings, okay, I'll try to re-get them for you. Okay, listen.
Okay.
Yo, there's first off, there's like his mother, the minute that they had, I was the one who paid the rent, okay? I was the one who paid the rent. Now, his mother, and where Emil lived and his mother, okay? They lived, this is where our house was, and his mother's house was, maybe across the street, one down, okay? So, across, he didn't work, he didn't do anything, he's 40 years old, okay? So,
How was he supporting himself?
he wasn't, okay? He wasn't. He lived off his mother, and he lived off, complete bum, okay? Yo, I have, okay, and his mother, Jessica, Jessica, I tell you, you bring baby here one more time. Okay, now, when I would leave for work, I would leave Mason with his father, right? That's what you can do. You can watch your own son, right? And the minute he would The minute I would leave, he would take Mason and dump him off with his mother's. Okay, just and and now she's calling me. Listen, like, why are you calling me? You have your son across the street, sitting there watching TV, like whatever he does there. Go get your son. I swear, I'll bring him to foster. I'm gonna drop him off at the police station. I'm gonna call foster care. I'm gonna drop him off at the hospital, and I'm gonna call foster care. And I tell you, men don't watch baby. I tell you this, men do not watch baby. I already tell you this. Why? What type of woman are you? But that's the least of my problems. My problem is there's a 3 minutes, full 3 minutes. Okay, he must have pocket called me. Okay. And, oh my God, like, I never listened to any of these messages, but now I'm, like, going through them. Yo, Mason is screaming in the background. Screaming, okay? And I'm like, and you're like, and I'm like, go get, I'm thinking to myself, go get your freaking kid, man. And all you hear him, you don't even hear him get up. All you hear is him yell at, scream at him in Russian. And then say, shut up! And I lived with him, okay? My father used to have to come up to watch my son while Emil was there, okay? That's what okay, so what I'm saying is, and I'll give you police records, that it was he's an abuse, who cares about me? With Mason, okay? He was very, he's an abusive person, okay? I've had Mason, I have it on record too, and I have a video of it, okay? Of his mother being like, Jessica, there's some sore on Mason. What do you mean there's a sore? I just dropped him off to you. Men don't know how to change diaper. So what, you left my son in a friggin' soiled diaper for how long? Mason had a hole, okay? I cried, I can't even explain to you, I was nauseous. I was fucking nauseous. This is just, what, I mean, I can't even try to wrap my head around it because it's just not something, you know what I mean? Yo, but it's just a day and a half, I come get my son back, and this is dude, it's really put it like this. It's just it's already giving me anxiety. It's just he's an abusive person. I'm letting you know that he's abusive. I'm letting you know there's for me to have to make the decision between foster care and his biological father, okay, and me to pick a foster care has to be pretty friggin' messed up, okay? At least this woman, she's giving me pictures, and he's on a pony, and he's in a pool, and there's a little, he's
peace of mind.
Yeah, a little peace of mind, okay? Emil's a fucking asshole, and I've seen him be an asshole to Mason. I've seen him be mean to him. I've seen him scream at him. I've seen him just be, total neglect to him. And you know what? He's never asked since anything. He's never asked once, how is he? He's never asked, what's he into? Does he want something for Christmas? What's he interested in? It's never been anything about Mason, or it's never been anything, do you guys need any help or anything? It's always just been, the minute that he can't have something, of course, because he's like a 5-year-old, he wants it. Do you understand what I mean? So it's also, I want to see, Emil, you know what I mean? Yeah, listen,
Well, how'd you meet him now?
Oh,
How'd you guys meet?
when I met him, I knew him from a long time ago, and from the neighborhood, right? And my ex-boyfriend, really great guy, I'm still really good friends with him. This guy Gabby, always made money, always did the right thing, and they were friends, right? So when I went to Chicago and I came back home, back to Brooklyn, I seen Emil, right? And I'm not saying because if you have a nice car, I'm not like that. I'm not materialistic, but literally, he had a brand new, he had AMG 600 series. I mean, that's a freaking expensive car, dude. It's $100,000, right? Obviously you have to be doing something to be maintaining, right? Mm-hmm. But okay, that's not what happened. What happened was somebody got him a Union Jack for 2 weeks. Okay, 2 friggin' weeks. He said, everything's in here. Okay, he got a $1,250,000 settlement for himself. Okay, he spent it. He's that dude that spent it in 1 year. You're that fucking schmuck. Okay, you're that guy. You're that guy. Okay, okay. And when I met him, there was a lot of things he was supposed to be going back to work, and he was supposed to be, I'm thinking that you're going to be doing something with yourself, right? I didn't really, and then I'll never forget one day we were in his car, and he's calling his mother. It sounded like he was on the phone with they got a weird relationship, bro. When you speak to your significant other, you're like, hey babe, it's always in that kind of sort of I don't know, dude. It's weird. It's creepy. So he's asking his mother something like this, and like something about to fill up the gas tank, and I'm thinking to myself like, what's up with that? Like what? I was like, yo, you're all flash, no cash, huh, son? You know what I mean? Like that's really what's going on. Like, and basically, you know, he just like him and his mother, you know, she got a $20,000 paint job in an apartment she only rents. You know, like they couldn't have blown through it quick enough. You know. And that's it, and that's fine. You keep your own money. Listen, I don't need your money. I just, you know, but what happened was, like I stopped getting my, like in Chicago, like I was getting like really spotty periods, or like, you know, I didn't get them that often. And then when I came back home, like I was like, damn, like, you know, no, I wasn't really thinking that much about it, but like you'd see somebody with a kid and you'd be like, huh, you know, and then, you know, and then I wound up getting pregnant, right? And I wasn't really. Like I went into the city and I asked, I was talking to my girlfriend, and she's like she's older, and she's like, you know, Jessica, she's like, you know, my biggest regret in life, I was exactly your age. She was like, I was married 2 times, and I was on my second marriage, and I didn't love him, and she terminated the pregnancy, and she goes, that's my only regret in life, because she terminated the pregnancy and she wound up being scarred, and then she could never have kids. And I was thinking to myself, like, wow, I'm already 36 going on 37, right? Like that's, like, I mean, that could like, I don't know, that sort of, like, just hit a, chord with me, right? Like, so, you know, I don't know, you know.
So were you in a relationship?
We were in a relationship, and then, but, like, when Mason was, like, 2 months old, like, I left. Like, it was just crazy. It was just crazy. It was just, like, his mother, they're so psychotic. I'll show you the court papers. Like, so, like, either Mason's not his kid or it's his kid. It's all to his convenience, okay? So, when all this thing happened with, when he, like, the domestic violence thing, and he smashed all my mom's stuff, and the whole thing with the baby, you have to be an idiot to get, order protection and get kicked out of your own house, right? Like, right? Like, that's the way I look at it, right? And then right away, I said, listen, like, all they did was put up walls. So, let me explain to you the second case, okay? So, the second ACS case, okay? So that case was closed. The one with the domestic violence. The 90 days went by, and that's it. Okay. So now, I said, look, like, just let me just save some money right now, okay? And I mean, let me just save some money. Let me get a place, okay? And he was like, you're gonna be living in a shelter, all this fucking like nasty. No, I got your kid, bro. Like, what? You know, you're not gonna do anything against me. It's like, you know, like, he's a very like, they don't think long term, you know what I mean? And that very next month, okay, so, like, she went out and she started an eviction. Okay, why would you do that right now? Why would you start an eviction? Like I've only been here for 1 month. Let me get the like, you're not helping me at all with my son. You're not helping me at all with anything, okay? Now what you're going to do is now I'm going to try to get a place, okay? And now my name's going to come up. Yeah. Right? Like, if you're really fucking me up, like, it was just, like, they were so mad about what happened. Like, you know what I mean? And that it happened to him. Like, how could it happen to Emil? You know what I mean? Like, yo, you know, like, get it. And then his mother, like, yo, she kept on coming over. Like Mason would go to sleep around 2 o'clock. And, like, so she kept on coming. Like, that's fine. You can come over. Just let me know, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. But don't come after 4 or come before, okay? Right. If you need to come. And she would come on the job. Like, she would come all the time at, like, 2 o'clock. And day by day, we would have huge, like, the police would be there almost every friggin' day, dude. Like, she wouldn't leave. She would start fighting. The baby would wake up. I had to put Mason